Did you come visit Rosemary Beach and want to move here? If so, you need to check out this property. This is 59 Endless Summer Way, and we're actually in Seacrest Beach. So we're super close and easy walking distance to Rosemary Beach without the price tag, which is pretty amazing because you can just walk over there, or to Alys Beach. It's very, very convenient, while only looking at about a $1.47 million price tag as opposed to something much higher. And for that price, you get 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. Fantastic. Plus, this house is such an adorable cottage. I absolutely love it. I'm gonna walk you through all the perks once we get inside. So let's check it out. You can see from the neighborhood, it's very much Seacrest. I was going to talk about how cute it is and such, but if you're familiar with Seacrest at all, you recognize this. We've got the beautiful front porch here. This is actually the front porch, but there's not much parking here. You see these, of course, we have the cobblestone roads, and then we've got the gravel parking spots on either side, but then there's more parking in the very back, which we will get to that. So even though we're on 38 and parking is like abysmal, we do have some parking here at the house, which is fantastic. All right, this is an ICF house, which is actually pretty cool. We've got plantation shutters throughout. Look how cute it is. It is a 2-story home. However, it does have one of the bedrooms downstairs, which makes it very convenient, whether you're a multi-generational home or, you know, you're like me and you have bad ankles from the army and don't want to go upstairs all the time, or you want to short-term rent this out and your tenants have someone who isn't going to want to go upstairs all the time. Now, we've got about 2,200 square feet and the house was built in 2005. And look at this kitchen. Absolutely adorable. Tons of space. I mean, you've got 2 seating areas here. I want to come back to it. So super cute area over here. You got their TV up on the wall. I just love how, what's the word? Like intimate this is. Like this is absolutely a very adorable just get together spot. And then you've got another one over here. It's almost like if you did have, let me point it towards me. If you did have a multi-generational family or occupancy, I could just see like the different groups kind of hanging out to themselves, whether divided by age or politics or what have you. But everyone could have their own seating, which is fantastic. You have to think of these things whenever you're looking at an investment property, which a lot of times people that are thinking about Seacrest are thinking about investment potential. So I like to go over some of these highlights that really stand out to me as giving it a perk in that industry. All right, let's get back to it. Over here, we have the only downstairs bedroom. Very sizable and beautiful. Love it. Of course, it has its own ensuite bathroom, very important. And a bathtub. Typically, I don't like there to be a bathtub in what would be like the master, but being that this isn't the master, this is just the single bedroom on the main floor, I do like that it has a bathtub in it. This is still great for bringing the kids in right after the beach or the community pool and get them into the bath right off the bat without going up the stairs while they're wet. You can get them into the tub, dry them off. It's just an added like security or safety feature, if you will. Again, just thinking out loud here. We do have a super spacious closet. So great size bedroom, great size closet, and ensuite bathroom all on the first level. Now I showed you the kitchen, but I also want to show you, you've got your laundry down here in the hallway. So super efficient, doesn't take up too much space. Given the square footage, you don't really want all that space being taken up by, you know, something like the laundry. So to have it in the hallway is great. And then this would be your pantry. Also tucked in out of the way, not taking up square footage. You've got an owner's lockout closet here. And then here's that additional parking I was talking about. So if you come out here, you've got an outdoor shower. It's fantastic for getting the sand off of you and salt as well. Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice this little bench hanging out here before. How cute. I love this carport. You can absolutely fit a couple of vehicles here. This is really important to note because I've told you guys there's not much parking here on 30A, so you could absolutely get at least 2 vehicles, very easily 2 vehicles and a golf cart right here. It's absolutely fantastic. All right, let's get back inside. Oh, I can smell somebody barbecuing. Don't follow me in the house, Wasp, please. Don't follow me. Whew, I think we're safe. All right, let's go up the stairs, which is this way. We do have some under the stairs storage. It's fantastic. I love extra storage. All right, and up the stairs. Super cute layout. I love all the natural light. How cute is this? Absolutely love this place. All right, so we've got 3 bedrooms up here with one of them being a bunk room and a split floor plan. So we've got the master here, and then we've got another bedroom over here, and then the bunk room. Actually, let's go this way first. Make you guys wait for the master. And yes, I'm out of breath already. I was walking and talking. It does it to me every time. All right, check out this closet. Super cute. And I love this. You have access to the bathroom here. It's like a Jack and Jill. I guess it is technically a Jack and Jill. I was thinking that door opened into the hallway, but it does open into the other bedroom. And yes, another tub, which is important for the same reason that I talked about having the one downstairs. It's great for kids. You always want to put kids in the tub, especially the young ones. If you don't have kids and you're specifically looking at this for an investment standpoint, the reason that you want a tub for kids is because they're going to get more energy out. And also it's kind of like when you soak your dishes, it just helps get the stickiness off. So let them soak in the tub with some bubble bath. They're going to make a mess. So it's important to have a bathtub in your rental because inevitably someone booking your space is going to have children, at least one, probably multiple. And in a place this big, it's possible that it's going to be multi-generational and they're going to be more than one set of children. So you really want that bath for people to feel kind of at home while they're gone. They still have those same amenities so that they continue to rebook and you build up that consistent clientele. All right, looking at the other bedroom here. Great size. Again, plantation shutters throughout and great size closets. This would even make a great second home, not just for investment purposes, but to have a place to come check out on 30A because this place is amazing. So we do have the door for privacy here. This is an actual bedroom, and then that doorway that we see here is the bunk room that we entered through, and then the Jack and Jill bathroom. And then we cross this way and we have the true master bedroom. And look at how much space. I mean, we've got 3 bedrooms in this room, which I know a lot of people would be like, I don't want my kids' beds in my bedroom, but hear me out. My daughter, she still, even though she has her own bedroom, she has her own bed. It's a nice bed. Most of the time she fights me to sleep on it. And if we go out of town, oh my gosh, there's no way she's sleeping in a different room from me. She just would never, it would never happen. So I always have to look for a room that has a king size bed at a minimum. But if it had something like this, where she could be in a separate bed from me, oh my gosh, that would be fantastic because kids turn into ninjas or acrobats or whatever physical thing that just beats you up in the middle of the night when they go to sleep. I don't know why. They can't just sit still. They've got to be kicking and moving and doing stuff. Just, I guess, like during the day, that energy has to go somewhere even when they're sleeping. So this is fantastic. Especially folks booking here, a lot of times they're not looking for that same exact, you know, comfort level, but So they don't need so much privacy necessarily. So having this opportunity is definitely still helpful. All right, let's look at the balcony. Balconies are so amazing. Like, it's so quiet out here. You would just be out here sipping your coffee, your mushroom coffee, your sweet tea, whatever your beverage of choice is, and just enjoying the fresh air and just being at a higher elevation than you typically are when you're on a first level. There's just something about it that is calming and enjoyable. You get a lot of folks that they just want to be outside when they come here. You know, they're coming from northern states or, you know, just colder states in general. And they're like, I just want to be outside as much as possible. I want to read outside. I want to hang out outside, and not just at the beach, but just being outside in general. So having a great balcony or a great outdoor space, absolutely fantastic. All right, check out the master bathroom. All right, we've got double-sided closets here. Hers and hers. Ooh, didn't want to move. Oh my gosh, I'm not strong enough for this one. Oh, it's locked, that's why. So imagine it's just the same as the other side. Here I thought I was crazy. Check out this beautiful master bathroom. I'll let you guess whose side is whose here in this dual vanity. Let me give it to you from another vantage point. I wonder. All right, and then we've got another owner's closet here. And then, oh my gosh, look at this tub. This tub looks amazing. I just soak in here forever. And the shower, absolutely love this. I love all the natural stone here. It just feels amazing to be around that. So, love this. And of course, your towel rack right here, super convenient. I just want to stay right here. This looks fantastic. All right, we're gonna go. All right, that's the house, but don't go anywhere. I'm gonna go through and turn off all the lights and close all the plantation shutters, and then I will meet you back downstairs. We're gonna go over a couple of things. I'm gonna talk to you about insurance and hurricanes and the market, and I'll be back. All right, so I've got my notes here, but before we go any further, I do want to say a quick thank you to Brooke Kramer with Compass Real Estate. This is her listing, and I super appreciate corroborating with other agents here because, for one thing, at the cadence that I do these videos, I don't have enough personal listings. Obviously, I do my own as well, but I love showing some extra love to listings of other agents here in the area as well. And speaking of agents, I'm AJ Baduke with the Original Life on 30A YouTube channel, and I'm your trusted 30A real estate agent, actually handling everything from Pensacola to Panama City Beach and everything in between. So if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button and ding the bell so that you get notified every time I do another video. And if you've been watching my videos and you're like, I just don't think the 30A, Freeport, Santa Rosa Beach kind of area is really clicking with me. I think I want, you know, something further west. We have another channel. You can click this button over here and that'll take you to Life on the Emerald Coast, where Mongo and I do videos together. He does a lot of them by themselves, mostly because I'm so busy with this channel, but I do a cameo over there every so often. But same team, same people, you'll still be working with us. We're real people. Usually we end up becoming friends with people, which is great because we're a couple of workaholics. So it's about the only way we're gonna meet people. Anyways, all right, let's talk about, we'll talk about the market and then hurricanes and insurance. So right now, there are 90 active properties in this general vicinity that are houses, not including condos. So 90 of them with an average bedrooms and bathrooms of 5 and 5 and an average square footage of about 3,450 square feet, average price of $3.64 million, and the average price per square foot being about $1,050. And they've been on the market for an average of 139 days. Now, let's look at what's actually under contract right now. Now, when I say under contract, that just means there's a contract on it, you know, kind of like what it sounds like, but I don't know what they're actually under contract for. We don't get that information until it actually closes. So we just know what it was listed at whenever it went under contract. So right now we have 22 pending with an average beds and bath of 5 and 5, average square footage 3,400, average price $3.46 million. And average price per square foot, $983, and average days on market, 161. So let's look at that data, the active versus pending, just right off the bat. So what's pending was listed at $983 per square foot. It was on the market for 161 days. These are pretty good numbers to know. And then what's actually still on the market has been on the market for 139 days and is at about $1,040 per square foot. So what very likely happened was a lot of properties started dropping their prices, and that's when they went under contract. And that's why the ones that are still higher have been on the market not quite as long, but are listed for higher, is what that data looks like to me. Now let's look at what's actually closed and sold in the past 90 days. We had 30 properties, average bedrooms 5, average bathrooms 5, average square foot 3,440, average price $3.54 million, average price per square foot $1,003. Active days on the average days on the market 143 days. So prices in the past 90 days, properties were still selling at that $1,000 per square foot. And what we have on the market right now is at $1,040 per square foot. So kind of interesting going from what actually sold to what's under contract now and what is still active in the market. And having those ones were on the market for 143 days. So it's taking a bit longer for properties to sell. We're not necessarily in a downward turn. We were for a while there in a very strong buyer's market where we had this kind of polarity between the sellers, where we had some sellers that were like, I don't even care if I need to take a loss, just get rid of this property. And then others that were like, I'm not selling unless I get this number, and I don't even care if that number is realistic. That's just the number I want, and I don't need to sell, so I will sit on it. And they had basically all the cards. What we're seeing right now is that properties that are priced well and are completely turnkey, those ones are going much faster. You know, don't need to replace the water heater, roof, or HVAC system. Everything's newer. It's beautifully decorated and it's within, you know, a good price range. Those ones are going a bit quicker than something that, say, needs work. The thing is, there's so much inventory that buyers are able to be super picky, but sellers are also being not quite as negotiable as they had been for probably the past year. So we're seeing a cooling off there. All right, let's talk about hurricanes and insurance. A lot of folks, they ask me like, AJ, so what about insurance? My friends are telling me don't buy in Florida. You can't get insurance there. The hurricanes are horrible. Hurricanes are horrible, but so are earthquakes and tornadoes. And the really cool thing about hurricanes is that they give you notice, so you can prep the house and get out of the way. I really like that move. If it's like, I usually say if it's a cat 2 or higher, but here lately I'm feeling like even if it's a cat 1, I'm just gonna leave because I'm a little bougie. I don't like to be inconvenienced. I want potable water. I want cell phone reception. I want toilet paper. I want food, good food. I want electricity. It's Florida. I don't want to be hot. Like, have you seen this hair? Okay. It gets crazy. I just touched my mic. Sorry if that went crazy for y'all. So I'm going to get out of town for a little while. If there's a hurricane coming, I'm going to prep the house and I'm going to get out of town. Not because I'm afraid to be in the house for the hurricane. Listen, I've done that numerous times. Even as a child, I was like #Florida woman. Okay. So not necessarily afraid of the hurricanes per se, as far as being in the house when they happen. I'm more afraid of the inconvenience. All right. I've deployed enough times. I promised myself I don't have to take cold showers anymore. And I pretty much live by that. All right. My water heater at home is cranked all the way up. Yes. Typical woman. That water is hot. All right. Don't care. So yes, we can get insurance. Yes, we have hurricanes, and I've given you the market information. If you guys have any questions about anything that I went over today, or properties in the general area, or real estate questions, or where you should go for dinner tonight on 30A, you can go ahead and contact me. All of my contact information is on the screen. I'm just like this in person. Yeah, so if you didn't like how I was in the video, you won't like how I am in person. There it is. All right. Hopefully, I will see y'all at the next one. Bye.